So there are threats both for us and for clients. First of all, of course, threats for us. It also a bit different if we work with direct clients and if we work with translation agencies. But what we don't want not to be paid, or we don't want our payment to be cut. Actually, we of course like this work and sometimes enjoy, sometimes we tolerate it, but anyway, if it is the source of income, we need to make sure that we are paid. So here we must be very, very careful. If we want to start to work with this or that company, first thing to do is to check if this company is real, not fake. How can we do it? In Ukraine, it is very easy. The information is open. There is a register of companies, and you can go to the website and find this company, see the name of the director, founder of the company, their tax codes and everything. So if the company really exists, then it's better to ask colleagues if it is reliable or not. If it is a translation agency, it's better to go to a professional group on Facebook. I must say that translators usually use Facebook for this matter, and you can just ask who has worked with this company, with this translation agency. Is it okay? Do they pay regularly? Don't they cheat and pretend that your work is not good not to pay, and so on? So it's it may seem unpleasant, and we should trust people, of course, but if you haven't worked with some company, anything may happen. So this is what is better to do. What else? I highly recommend that you sign a contract with the company. It may be a contract for one job, and if it is worth it, like if the job is at least 50 pages, 20 at least pages, and so on, you may sign a contract for this very job when where the rates and conditions of work are mentioned. And then if anything happens, and also fines for non-payment, on untimely payment, so make sure that your part is protected, because if a company sends you a standard typical contract, it may be it may be prepared only to protect the company itself. So you need to keep in mind several clauses that should be included, like, for example, the untimely payment. If they don't pay you within like 15 days, as stated in the contract, then they should pay you a fine in a certain amount of certain percentage, or like minimal rate of National Bank of Ukraine, in any way. But they should know. It even gives them an idea of importance to pay on time, not to have problems with you, because nobody wants problems. Everybody wants to have smooth workflow without any conflicts that distract and upset everybody. So if you just agree to do some very small job one document just to start working with this or that company. You can agree to work without any contract or sign a framework contract, which will cover your services in general, yes, without specifying even rates or anything like that. You just sign a contract about cooperation for a certain period of time. Usually it is 1 year in the beginning, and then you can attach some annexes to the contract to specify the certain job you are doing to this or that this time, you know. And if you don't know yet what to choose, translation or interpreting, you can include both, and then if they need an interpreter and you know the subject and you've been translating their documents for a long time, it will be just very good for them and for you to do some interpreting as well, because you know the what's going on, and another person shouldn't be involved, and they don't have to disclose some commercial secrets and so on. This is about contract. Sometimes, of course, if they a company needs translation very quickly and it's just one document, and you may agree to work without a contract, but make sure that all the negotiations are made on email, no messengers, no Viber, WhatsApp, or Messenger whatsoever. They are not a proof of your agreement. On the email, you should agree upon everything and then summarize all the information. So what is to be translated, the volume, so the size of the document, how your rate, and the price of the whole job. And also deadlines. If you want, you can specify some other things, like what format the document should be in, if any design work or translation of images is included, and so on and so forth. If it is an urgent job, you can add some more to your rate, because usually it's if you have to work during the weekends and in the evenings, or more than 8 hours a day, you need to keep in mind that it is an urgent job and it should be paid. If you negotiate as a business person, you are perceived as a business person, and they have to accept your conditions. It's very important not to think of clients as of your employers and supervisors, because otherwise they start dictating you conditions that you may not agree with. And at the same time, it's better not to be arrogant and to be cooperative and listen to what their needs are and their concerns. Another thing is about payment. In the perfect world, you request 50% of payment immediately. So for me, it's not a problem, because my CV is quite strong, and people know that I've been working for years and years in this subject. But if they only start working with you, it will be hard to make them pay you immediately, and especially 100% is something that for some reason translation business never sees, but 50% is okay. And you can justify your request to be paid 50% immediately by saying that you haven't worked with this company before, and you should be sure that they are able to pay, and so on. Usually they understand, and they pay. But if you work by contract and it says that you'll receive payment within 30 days, it's okay to start working, and if you know that the company really exists and so on. Another thing, and you know, it was a big thing about a year ago, that translation agencies appeared and disappeared. So they were kind of legal, but they disappeared very quickly and appeared again. It was a scheme of fraud and of yes, scam translation agencies. And we even published an article on the website of the Association of Ukrainian Association of Translators and Interpreters about that. So there are certain signs that an agency is not good. First of all, if it is a Ukrainian translation agency and it sends you an email offering job in Russian, it's already very suspicious. If they don't switch to Ukraine, you know, here Ukrainian is a very good tool to check if this agency is really Ukrainian. Another is that they don't sign contracts. Third one is that job is always urgent, and they say that they need you to be done to do this job very quickly, but they don't promise you any payments within a month. So this is, if you feel that something is suspicious, you'd better just not work with these people. You can ask, of course, in some groups, but if an agency doesn't seem professional, then even if they are not frauds, it's better not to start working with them. What else? I wanted to say a couple of words about test translations. Test translations are inevitable at some point, but make sure that you do this test translation, which is not very big, not more than, let's say, 600 words. Even 600 words is a bit long text, but sometimes you can do it, and it will not take a lot of time, and it may be real translation, test translation, and you can it may be a beginning of good cooperation with a proper company. But just for you to know, sometimes agencies do very tricky thing. They get some job from a client, and they divide them into small parts, like 3-4 pages, send them as test translations to different translators, then somehow edit and proofread it in a very bad way, put together and send to client. So they don't pay translators at all. Just make sure that it is really a test translation. First of all, it should not be more than 2 pages, 600 words. But the best way is when a company asks you to translate a small document, you get paid, and then they decide if they continue working with you or not. But it happens very seldom. Usually it's test translation to put you on your own translators list, translators base. This is it about the threats. Okay. Again, I will tell you about how to calculate and negotiate everything separately, because it is a talk for hour and something. But actually, one of the threats is that deadlines do not meet your real work capacity, and then you will not be able to finalize your translation in time. Another thing is that what you are told by a project manager is not really so, and the text may be not of general theme as they like to put it very much, especially if it's not a project manager of translation agency, but some probably director assistant of a company that needs translation. They usually say, nothing special, no special terminology. Maybe they do it on purpose to reduce the price. Maybe they it seems to them that there is nothing special because they've been working in the theme for years and years, and but it will be new or partly new for you. So very attentively look at the job and what you agree to do. Next thing is about threats to a client that start working with you. They are all very cautious, and they're afraid to make a mistake and start working with the wrong contractor. Why? First of all, they share secret information, confidential information, and they want to be sure that the person who receives this information won't disclose it to their competitors, to just everywhere on social media. So for them not to lose this secrecy and not to be not to lose in I don't know, their competition or any other kind of confidentiality. It may be political, any kind, or medical. This is the first thing. Another thing that they risk because they don't know how good you translate, how well you can translate. And sometimes clients have to look for somebody else to edit your translation or redo it completely, our translations. And that's why clients are very reluctant to look for new translators. And if it is a new assignment and they have done it before, they want to be sure everything is okay. I will now tell you something that you may disagree with, because social media is something personal. But I must say that social media account of a professional translator is where you can find a real name, real education, real work experience, and latest, and usually this account should be professional. I mean that if somebody has a personal Facebook account where this person shares information with friends and posts some photos from everyday life and some thoughts and ideas and so on, I would say it's not very good for professional, and it would be good to have another account which is totally for the job. I don't know. Maybe somebody, some of my colleagues would disagree with me because they think that personality is important, and if you post everything on one account, it's okay. But I don't think so. And on LinkedIn, it's very good to have your own account with all the information connected with your professional life possible. Why am I insisting on this? Because the first thing to do is to go and see who you are and what kind of person you are and what kind of comments your previous clients leave on your page and so on and so forth. It's all about due diligence and how they find out that they can start working with you. Another thing is, of course, a good CV and cover letter. So these things show that you are professional and that you are serious about what you are doing, because for many people, translation is a hobby. And if it is business, they don't want to deal with people who have a lot of other things to do. And this job they uh, want to be done is done when people have nothing else to do. So this is also very important. Uh, this is it. So these are the main things that I wanted to tell you about concerning how to look for the clients, how to start working with new clients.